Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Elliott. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Prescott now from the 50. He's airing it out for Williams. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, it's Prescott. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First down carry by Elliott. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Prescott to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Second down, Prescott. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to slither by. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Cousins on first down. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, here's Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Completes it right side to Dodson. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Dodson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go to Elliott again. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run with Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
carry now for Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He completes it to Bryant. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Throwing, Cousins. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Cousins on 3rd and 2. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A first down throw for Cousins. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. 3rd down here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. Airing one out for Crowder. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ryan Kerrigan able to get him for a loss of about 3. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A second down throw for Cousins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Third and short yardage. Cousins. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard near the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Cousins now forced out to his left. And this will be caught at the 30. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 50 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
First and 10, Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll throw again. Cousins. And incomplete here on third down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ryan Anderson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, Cousins. Got some real estate inside the 30. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. One slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Prescott on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down. Here's Cousins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Now the offense lining up first and 10. To throw, Cousins. Paul bringing it in. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They run with it. It's Kelly. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Cousins on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Again, it's Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Cousins again. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terrell Pryor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. From the gun, here's Cousins. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit around the 37. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
They start on the ground with Elliott to the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down. That's Elliott. And some room to work. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Defense showing blitz. Now Elliott. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now it's Crowder. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.